I feel like makeup declutters can be so stressful. All the time you're thinking, am I making the right decision? In a week, am I going to want this back? Who am I going to give this to? It's a lot. And sometimes, yeah, you do regret your declutter decisions. But sometimes you look back and you think, why did I even buy that in the first place? I'm so glad I got rid of that. And this is what we're going to talk about today. Now, this look is going to be live pretty soon. This is part of a 3 looks 1 palette video that I'm going to be doing with my Cooltrals palette, which I just reviewed on my channel. That is the new Cosmic Brushes release. And of course, it has my name written all over it. You can see from this eye look today, it is such a me palette and I've just had such a great time reviewing and doing looks and swatching and everything with that palette. So this look will be live very soon, so stick around for that. And also, just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, like and subscribe. I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup. I love talking about all things beauty, all things project panning, get ready with me's, reviews, all that kind of stuff. And in the coming future, I'm going to be doing a lot more new videos as well. So definitely stay tuned because I think it's going to be such an exciting time for my channel. So let's jump in to some products that I decluttered. And do I regret them? Absolutely not. So the first product that I want to talk about, I feel like I'm going to get slated in the comments because this took the internet by storm a few years ago. And this was the E.l.f. putty blushes. I hated these with a passion. I had these shade Turks and Caicos? Who knows? Everyone said how incredible these were. Everyone said how beautiful they were. And now I'm not known here on my channel for my love of cream products. I am a powder product girly. I love my powder products. I love everything powder. Cream isn't my way to go, really. So buying this product was already a risk because I don't think I knew at the time how much I didn't like cream products, but it was just the internet was telling me how amazing this product was, and I think it was like £4. This was the hardest cream blush I have ever used in my life. I couldn't get any payoff on this. I don't know what happened because the internet was gaslighting me into thinking that this was a high-end product in a drugstore packaging. It was not. It was not. Girly, I don't know who told you that. It's not. At least mine wasn't. I don't know what was wrong with mine. But it comes to a point where I've not liked a lot of the things that the internet have said are the next big thing. And I kept telling myself, well, maybe I got a dud. Maybe I got a dud. Caitlin, you've not got like 6 duds in 1 month. Like, it's not happening. Maybe you just don't like the product. But this product was the first time I think that I really learnt that everyone's taste is very different. I was expecting to absolutely love that blush just because the whole internet loved it. I have very different makeup taste to what's trendy right now, and even what was trendy back then. Like, this is my makeup style. This is definitely not in trend right now, and I'm using that very, very loosely. Like, you wear what you want. That's what I advocate for anyway. But cream products that don't have much payoff, that are like subtle, clean girl, no, not my thing. And this blush was definitely that aesthetic. Now, a few years on, I hear no one talk about these anymore. So it was definitely like a, interesting. Why is that not your favorite product that you would live, breathe, and die for anymore? Oh, I know, because it was crap. That's why. Yeah, this was definitely a good for the price thing, and I hate that term so much. I hate that term so much. It's good or it's not. I don't care if it's £4. If it's crap, I'm not buying it. But I jumped into the hype with that one, and I definitely shouldn't have, and I'm so glad that I decluttered that blush. Next was another product that was doing the rounds as like this most amazing product ever, but I actually did hear some negative reviews of this, and this was the Glowish bronzer. Now, I did not buy this full price. Nope, I got this on Reliked, so I got at least like half off maybe, and I think it was during the Black Friday sale or something like that, so I didn't pay that much money for it. But again, it doesn't matter how much money you paid for it. If it's not good, it's not good. I found that this didn't have any payoff at all. Now, I know, going back to this point again, I'm a heavy makeup girl. I love heavy makeup. I'm not a no makeup girl. I'm not a clean girl makeup girl. I'm a cake face. You will see my highlight beaming from the stars. You will see my eyeshadow from round the corner. Like, I'm one of those girls. So I don't know if this Glowish bronzer was meant to be one of those, like, no makeup, like very subtle, very, you know, but I love a good deep bronzer. I'm not being funny. I love a deep bronzer. I'm pale. I'm actually tanned right now. I've got a fake tan on. Can you tell? No. So I need all the help that I can get from a bronzer. And when a bronzer is just as pale and not pigmented as me, we have a problem. We have a problem. Why am I buying you? I just found it, like, just not, it didn't work. It didn't work. And it wasn't the fact that it wasn't my shade, because it looked like a shade that I would like in the pan. For reference, I like Benefit Hoola, the normal one, normal Benefit Hoola, that kind of shade. I know a lot of people for my skin tone like Hoola Light. That is way too light for me. I do not like that. I like a good mid-tone bronzer. I got nothing from that. It gave nothing. And once again, once that craze died down, I've heard no one talk about the Glowish bronzers, but apparently they were people's favourites a few years ago. Crickets now. So I'm so glad I got rid of that. That was, again, one of those things that it was like, oh, it's a new and upcoming brand and it's Huda and it's, I really don't want to get rid of it. But now, thank God that is gone, because I hated that. Next is something that some of you may remember, and I went back and forth about decluttering this for the longest time, and now I'm so glad that I did. And this is the Colourpop Barack palette. I have a collector's mentality when it comes to Colourpop in particular. They've done well. They've done well into hacking this collector's mentality mindset with everyone, because I want all of their £9 palettes. And I spoke about it in a past video, but they even made me want to buy the Ooh La La palette, which is bright ass pinks. I don't like pinks. Why do I need to buy that palette? But I was close. I did buy the Barack palette. And in theory, it is like a perfect palette for me. It is like cool tones, it's smoky, it's got a slight hint of blue to it, but the quality of this palette was just naff. It was not good at all. I never, ever reached for it. These like cool tone smoky greys, I have a few in my collection now from better quality palettes, and even then, I don't reach for them that much. I think this was a fantasy self palette, and I wanted to be the girl who had like a black smoky eye on every day. I'm not that girl. I'm just not. Like, in an ideal world, maybe, but I'm just not that girl. But I bought this palette, didn't like it, and it was just in my drawers. Now, I couldn't get rid of this because, once again, that collector's mentality. I have a big chunk of these £9 palettes, and because Colourpop is quite hard to get here in the UK, I can't just go out on the high street and buy Colourpop. I've got to buy it from America and have it shipped. So it's a big thing, and because of that, I just didn't want to get rid of it, because it's so hard to get. It's like a novelty item. Because there's not many of them, it makes you want them more, even if they're like not good, even if they're not good. But this palette, I'm so glad I got rid of. I remember the day that I decided to get rid of it, and it was the most painful decision of my life. It really was. Slight over exaggeration there, but you know what I mean. It was really tough. And ever since I took it out my drawer and put it in my declutter pile, I have not looked back. I think making the decision is the hardest part. Living without things is so easy because I didn't like them in the first place. But who cares about collector's mentality? Who cares about anything like that? Because right now I have a collection without the Barack palette, which I love, which I use. And so I'm very happy I decluttered that one as well. So next I have a lipstick, and I did do a shorts with this lipstick, and yeah, it was a whole experience. This is the Colourpop Lippy sticks in the shade Chi Chi. Now, I got the whole Lippy sticks Vault, which is a problem in itself. Like, you do not need 30 plus lipsticks. I'm still trying to get through them, and I bought them years ago. This was a bright highlighter neon orange. Like, honestly, color my lips in with this. It was more orange than this. This is a pinky orange, but it was orange. Fire truck orange. And I had it in my collection for the longest time. I didn't touch it at all because I hadn't hand chosen this shade. It was just part of the set. So I just had it lying around in my drawers, and I'd heard whispers about orange lipsticks and people liked them and people were trying to get other people to like them and like awareness for orange lipsticks, I guess. So I did a shorts where I tried it for the first time and it's not for me. No, not for me. I don't know what it is about warm tones. Even warm toned eyeshadow can sometimes look a little bit dodgy on me, but this bright orange lipstick looked awful on me. If it looks great on you, I'm so happy for you. I wish it could look good for me. It just did not. It was not good. It was not good. I don't know what it was, but it was not good. But I kept that lipstick for so long, A, because I didn't know how to use it. B, I was too scared to try it. And once I did try it, I was like, yeah, but like, it's kind of trendy, right? No, get rid of it. I did end up getting rid of it, I think, in last year's declutter during Vlogmas, I think. So this is kind of a new declutter. Do I miss that thing? No. Would I ever have used that thing ever again? No, it is not for me at all. I'm so glad that is gone. Made some room in my collection. I remember getting rid of a lot of lippy sticks in that one because honestly, guys, don't get the Colourpop vaults. They are out to get you. You will be stuck with them forever. They are like a child commitment. Like, don't. 18 years. You've got 18 years of that. You got to make sure you like it. Next is another product that I feel like I'm going to get headed for. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. I say things. This is the problem. I say things. My humor's quite dark. So I say things and then I'm like, oh, demonetization. I'll probably bleep it out. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, this is the Mitchell blushes. Ooh. I was influenced by Make Me Up Misser. And normally her recommendations are 10 out of 10. This one flopped. I'm sorry, Make Me Up Misser. I trusted you. And I was severely disappointed. So I got the shade. What shade did I get? I don't know why I started that sentence because I can't remember. But I had one of them. I bought one of the blushes. This was so patchy on me. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I tried it so many different ways. I tried to put it directly on the cheek. Patchy. I tried to pop it on my hand and use a brush. Patchy. I tried to use a brush from the actual applicator. Patchy. I don't know how to use these. Again, I'm not a cream or liquid product person. I really don't like them. I really don't have time for them. I've been on this rant so many times before, but oh my God, I don't know how anyone uses them. I don't know. But the thing is, Make Me Up Misser loved them so much. And I was like, well, if Make Me Up Misser loves them so much, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Gaslighting behavior. Gaslighting. I love to gaslight myself apparently because I do it so much. But I just got to accept sometimes products aren't for me. Even though Make Me Up Misser has influenced me to buy pretty much my whole collection at this point, some things don't mesh. Some things don't mesh and these really don't. But I remember watching her use these in every single video and I was like, how? I want to use them so bad. I want to be that girl. I want to be that trendy girl who's using the Mitchell blushes. And I just don't know how people do it. I do still have the Drip Drip shade, which is more of the eyeshadow sparkly toppery kind of shade. And even that I find sometimes is a little bit patchy. Something that I have found is less is more with those kind of things. I feel like if I put a big old dollop on my eyes, it just patchy. But if I put the tiniest amount on the eyes, then it's a little bit better. I don't know if that was my struggle with the actual blush formula. I don't know if I was using too much. I don't know. It is long gone from my collection. I do not miss her. I do not even think about her. I'm very glad that I decluttered that because I know that if I'd have kept that in my makeup collection, it would have just been years of trying desperately to make it work. Deep down, I know it's not going to work. It's like some kind of abusive relationship. You try and try and try, but you know deep down, this is wrong. So I've already spoken about lippy sticks, I guess, but we're going to come back to them. The Matte X formula of the lippy sticks. Oh my goodness me. So I have very sensitive lips. I have very dry skin in general. So matte, like super matte drying lipsticks, can't do it. I wish I could have been that girl who was wearing liquid lipsticks in 2016. Could not do it. The Anastasia liquid lipsticks, I still have a vendetta against. I can't do it. So the Matte X formulas of the Colourpop Lippy sticks, can't do it. Can't do it. I cannot do it. Like I said before, I did buy the Colourpop Lippy sticks in the vault, so I didn't really have control over what I was kind of choosing, I guess. I mean, I chose to buy the vault, so I don't have that excuse at all. But you know what I mean. I just bought it and was like, hit me with it. I don't know. And the Matte X formula was quite a prominent formula in that vault. They dried my lips so bad, and I wanted to keep them all because they were like this little collection. Again, it's a collector mentality. Colourpop is great for this. It's a little collection. I want to keep them all together, and they're all so cute and they all match, and if I get rid of half of them, then I don't have half the colours. Girl, you don't need extra 30 colours. Like, just get rid. I tried to make these work so much. I was putting lip balm on. I was trying to reapply lip balm throughout the day. I was like tapping these matte formulas on the lips to try and get as little as possible while still getting the product like payoff. Oh my God, no. Something that I always say now is when a product stops working for me, I stop working for it, and I think that's the way to go. I see a lot of people force themselves to be using products, especially in the project panning like world. No, hate panning is something that I don't think I will ever do. I don't want to do. And I would have been hate panning these for the rest of my life. There was like 15 in there. I'm not going to finish 15 lipsticks that I don't like. So I just got rid of them. I gave them to my mum at the end of the day. And I was like, Mum, have them. Because I ain't using them. And it has freed a lot of room up in my collection. I feel free. I feel airy. I feel great. So thank God that they have gone. So we're going to go back to an eyeshadow now. I haven't spoken about too many eyeshadows because I didn't want this to be an eyeshadow dominated video, but I did want to mention a few. And one of them was the ABH Alyssa Edwards eyeshadow palette. So I had this, I bought this in TK Maxx for an absolute steal. Let me tell you that for free. So big tick there. I think the thing with TK Maxx and one of the most dangerous things about discount stores is it makes you buy things that you don't actually want just because they're on a really good sale. And I'm clocking it. I'm saying no more because that is 100% the reason that I bought this palette. That and I saw a blue. There was one blue eyeshadow in this palette and I was like, oh, it's a blue palette. Like, it's not. Caitlin, calm down. But I've wanted ABH to do colourful eyeshadow for so long. I knew I loved ABH. I knew I loved the subculture, the soft glam, the modern renaissance, all the classic old school ABH palettes. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy the Alyssa Edwards palette and I'm going to love it, even though half the palette is pink and purples that I know I will never use. Good job me. Good job me. Again, I'm not a pink girl. I don't like wearing pinks. I don't like wearing purples. This is my vibe. Smoky, grungy blues. Smoky, grungy neutrals. Absolutely love. Bury me in this. So, shocker, I never used it. Who'd have thought? I never used the palette. Then I decided to depot the palette and I was like, I'll use them as singles. Did I ever do that? No. And it was the same with the Riviera palette as well. I think I bought the Riviera with the Alyssa Edwards in TK Maxx. Never used that either. And guess what? They've both been chucked out. They've both been evicted. They've gone, both of them. And I don't miss them. That was something that was really hard for me to declutter. I think this was the first hard declutter because I loved ABH so much. And I felt like I was committing blasphemy by getting rid of them because, my heart and soul was on ABH. Like the old school ABH, I want back. I want to get in a time machine just to experience old school ABH again. Like, mwah, perfect love. So getting rid of those really, really hurt me a lot. But looking back now, I would not have used them at all. They would not be used in my collection. They're nice palettes for some people, but for me, No, not happening, babe. This next one actually angered me. It really did. It really did. Because this still has a grip on so many people. And I don't understand why I don't like it. So this was the Collection Gorgeous Glow Filter Finish. It was one of the dupes, one of the thousands of dupes for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. First of all, I'm so glad I did not pay £50 for the original. I was close. If I wasn't a poor uni student, I would have bought that, and thank God I was a poor uni student, because I know I would not have used that. I would not have used that one bit. I don't like things like that. So I bought the collection one because I was like, great, I can get the Hollywood Flawless Filter Finish for like £5. Brilliant. Everyone was giving it really, really good reviews. And at that time, my acne was bad. It was bad. I had mountains on my face. I had it was bad. It emphasized everything. I was like, well, maybe I can wear this Gorgeous Glow Filter Finish just all over my face and go in with like a bit of mascara for uni. Girl, you had such bad acne and you were so self-conscious about that. You were not going to leave the house with just that on. Get a grip. I know myself. I know that was never going to happen. Again, it was like a fantasy self kind of thing. It was like, oh, I want to be like all these girls I'm seeing on YouTube. All these girls on YouTube look so good in this like tinted, like sheen, glow product and like mascara and lip balm. This is my makeup aesthetic. I said this before. This is what I like. Do you think that I'm going to be stripping down to no makeup? No. I wished at the time that I did, but in reality, I just didn't. It was fine if you were going to do no makeup, but at the time, again, and still now, I love super high coverage foundation, which would literally just cover any effect that filter finish did. So there was no point buying it. I would not repurchase it now. I would not buy it now. Absolutely not. No, this is not a product for me. It's a product for the Instagram girlies who love no makeup. Could never be me. Could never be me. As much as I wish that it was, could never be me. So we're coming to the end of the list now. We are one off the bottom, second to last. And again, this was a TK Maxx. Just what are you doing with your life? To be fair, I mean, my nails today, I do love a good bright green. The Huda Neon Green Obsessions palette. I wanted this to work for me so bad. And I think if an indie brand redid this palette, like literally copied the palette piece for piece, eyeshadow for eyeshadow, but made it good, I would buy it. I really would. But these shimmers and these like duochromes, because that's how it was marketed, as like this like bright poppy duochromy fun palette. The duochromes in this palette were just like really underwhelming. The bright chartreuse pops, like I love a good chartreuse pop. Look at my nail. I love a chartreuse pop. But this palette was just bad quality. Like I just didn't like this quality. And again, I got it for TK Maxx. What a steal. Oh my god. Yeah, it's only £15. May as well buy it. Yeah, I did not want to let this go, because in theory and on paper, this is such a me palette. Like a pop of a bright color, duochromes, yes. But these were those like almost satin duochromes that just don't really do much. If they were a Pastel Roses duochrome, or if they were, I don't know, a Cosmic Brushes duochrome, if they were a Titanium Foxes duochrome, I would be so in love with this palette. But it was just not good. I think Huda saw the success of indie brands and was like, yeah, I want to do that, and then just didn't. She hooked us all in with the swatches and the promo and everything like that, and it was just very disappointing. I didn't want to get rid of it. Oh, that what if it was good though? But it's not. Get rid of it. And I did, and I don't miss it. And finally, the last thing on the list, and this again was a huge disappointment, and I didn't want to get rid of it because it's Fenty. Who wants to get rid of anything from Fenty? Not me. But I bought this Christmas set of liquid liners. They cracked. They were the worst liquid liners that I have ever seen in my life. Oh my god, I was so excited for these. It was like a pink, a blue, and a green. Yeah, yep, I was just getting into graphic liner. I absolutely loved this set. It was a really affordable set. I wonder why. Because they were garbage. They were garbage. It was not good. I put them on, crack. I was so severely disappointed with these because in my head, I was like, oh my god, Fenty is such a good brand. Fenty is like the brand. It's like the it brand. And I bought them and nearly cried. What? What is that? I was just getting into like pushing myself with makeup and I thought, oh my god, Fenty Beauty, I can tag them in it and like they're gonna see my post and they're gonna love me. No, I didn't want to tag them in this because oh my god, it was really not good. The formula of this was so thick. It was so thick. Oh, it did have a brush tip, which I loved. I love that brush tip applicator. I'm a brush tip applicator eyeliner girly. I love brush tip applicators. This though, no. This was one of those eyeliners that like if you left it out with the top off, it would probably just like go hard. You know, it wouldn't like dry up. It would just solidify. It was just so... No, not good. But I kept hold of them again because it was like Fenty Beauty. I love Fenty. It was the only thing from Fenty that I had at the time. It was, everyone was raving about Fenty. And so I'd got my foot in the door, you know. I got my foot in the door. I was nearly there. I was nearly a Fenty girl. And it disappointed me a lot. So they're gone now. I have a lot more better liners. All my liners are in this little cup and I love all of them now. So hey, we've moved on. We've moved on to bigger and better things. So here we go. There are some makeup products that I am so glad I decluttered. I do not regret these in the slightest. However, there are some things that maybe I've decluttered in the past that I'm like, maybe I could have had that back. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a video like that. If you'd like to see that, let me know down below. What is something that you decluttered which you thought would be like the end of the world, but looking back, you're like, thank God. Honestly, thank God. We were not meant to be together. And that's okay. It's not me, it's you. It really is you. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about it. You're the problem, you know? But that's the brilliant thing about growth and makeup and things like that. Sometimes you try a product, you learn from it, you're like, this does not work for me, and that's okay. It just allows you to try more products that will work for you, learn what does not work for your skin type, your skin tone, your preferences, so that you can really indulge in those things that you love, like the Cosmic Brushes Cooltrals eyeshadow palette. This is a good one. I will not be decluttering this one anytime soon, that is for sure. But this is it. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. It was a little bit more of a chatty one. If you did enjoy it, like and subscribe because I upload every single day. You do not want to miss more fun videos coming your way very, very soon. And with that being said, this is where I'm gonna go. Have a great day and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye!